This episode of Dr. Chess Adventures is about giving up on the fork. Was trying to play two games at once here, going back and forth. The opening wasn't super strong, although after the fork, it was. So yeah, just trying to develop pieces here. After having some time to think, decided to go with an attack up the middle.
Kinside castling.
Here it comes. All right, another pawn there. Going to take, was thinking checking with the dark squared bishop and then maybe working something with the light squared bishop later. Well, after they went to the right side of the board. So going to move the queen to d7 to work with the light squared bishop.
Check.
And going for the check there. Okay, trying to figure out how to get pressure around the pawns. That's the tricky part. Also, probably could have gone, let's say, one of the rooks to c8. Didn't do that, but after looking at it, I think that's a viable option. Decided instead for playing the knight. Fortunately, white didn't want to trade. Was looking to trade the knight basically and open it up. White didn't want to trade at this point. So we get lucky, and this is where the title of the video comes in, the fork. Got a nice fork here, an opportunity to win a rook. And right here, after thinking this one through, decided to turn it down, not taking the rook. I thought I might be able to work out some type of mating pattern here. So played knight d3 instead.
Check. Check.
Checking with the bishop. Now we're going to take...
Check.
Trying to open up the position, basically. Going to get that knight out of the way. A check would be good, so probably e5. I think that's what I played. Yep. And
check.
Checking with the queen here. Going for maximum pressure.
Check.
Checking again with the queen.
Check.
Going to check with the knight. Going to follow it up with protecting it with the b pawn. Okay. Looking to set up a discovered check here. We're trying to keep... The thing about this position is we pretty much have white in... We have white's pieces isolated where they don't want to have them. So, I mean, if they could move their e-pawn, that would be nice, but for them, but they're in check right now, so... That's equally good, because that... Well, it's good and it's bad moving the bishop there, because it's good in terms of it frees up the rooks, but it's bad in terms of it opens up some stuff that we can do. So next play is going to be the discovered check, of course. And now we're going to check with the knight on a4.
Check.
Okay, so great opportunity here, and we get super lucky before we even get to the checkpoint. Going to attack c3, and white decides to pull its bishop back. I think white probably should have tried to go on the counter, maybe when its queen there. This is a huge opportunity for us right here, in that we can play queen to b3, and we're threatening mate. But white is an expert player, so they're a good defensive player. So they're going to get out of that one way or another. But we have a way around that. Remember, the bishop is pinned. So that means we can either take with the rook, the c3 pawn, or the knight. I like the knight better because it puts the king in check and it allows us to win the rook. That's what I went with there. White decided to play king c1. We went ahead and grabbed with the knight.
Check.
And at this point, white resigned. But had white stayed, I think this that's mate right there. Alternatively, if you couldn't find mate in that spot, you could do the longer version of it and then finish it off with a mate right there as well.